Hi, my name is Isabella Slack. I am an undergraduate student at Rutgers University Camden, and I have been working with Dr. Savage and Nia Nicolaitis at the Rutgers Pinelands Field Station. And we asked the question, does urbanization drive variance in bee traits? An examination of desert bee body weight in urban and rural habitats. So urbanization has been increasing for a very long time now, but it's increasing exponentially, and undisturbed wildlands are disappearing. About 10 years ago, we reached a point where half of all people are living in cities currently, and that's a big deal. Now, cities were once considered separate from ecology, but this is found to be untrue. Cities can be thought of as their own ecological systems. Usually, cities play by different rules. They are sometimes warmer than wildlands, but this is different in desert cities. Desert cities are often cooler during the day than the wildlands, but at night they will become warmer than the surrounding wildlands. So we asked the question, how do bee traits vary in response to urbanization? And the things that we studied here were the bees' weight, as well as the environmental temperature and humidity, because as was said, temperature is a very important thing when it comes to urbanization. And humidity is important in the context of desert cities because desert cities tend to be a little bit more humid than the surrounding wildlands. And these were compared between urban environments in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the surrounding desert wildlands. So we collected the bees in Nia collected the bees in a greased funnel and paint can bee trap, which she set in various urban sites and a few desert wildland sites as well. The temperature and humidity were tracked with sensors known as eye buttons. Once the specimens were preserved in ethanol, they were then dried in aluminum boats in a drying oven at 70 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Once the bees were dry, they were weighed on a gram scale to the nearest hundredth of a milligram. It was found that the urban bees are roughly 66% larger than the wildlands bees, but the temperature is similar across both gradients. And this can be seen in the graph down at the bottom left here. The urban points are in this dark brown color that you see, and that is the average as well as the individual sites. You can see if you look at the x-axis, that is the temperature plotted. And then on the y-axis, you find the average mass. So you can see that on average, the urban sites and the urban specimens tend to be larger than the desert sites. Now, this difference in mass is likely due to the prevalence of certain species. If you look at the graph in the middle, you can see that the largest species, the largest genus by far is Dionomia. And this species was especially prevalent in the urban environments, which likely contributed to the higher average mass. Now, the interesting thing here is the Dionomia were actually larger on average in the desert environments than in the urban environments. It was only because there were so many of them in these urban environments that the average mass was higher. So that could be something interesting to study at a later point. And humidity and temperature across these environments were also studied. There was no significant difference found in temperature. However, relative humidity was found to be significantly higher in urban environments, which is to be expected. So some further directions that we could take are, Nia is hoping to identify the species of the bees collected rather than just the genus level, which we have currently. We are hoping to identify species level traits for nesting behavior, feeding preferences, etc. And the broader goal here is to use this and other current and future data to understand how urbanization influences traits in important urban animals. So these are my citations for the images that you saw. And at the bottom of the screen, you will find my email address if you would like to contact me with further questions, if you are unable to come visit me at my poster. Now, if you'd like to come visit me at my poster, I would love to meet you. I'd love to chat. So I will see you then. Bye.